Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to take a journey that starts right in our own backyards just by looking up at the sky, and it's going to end with a trip to another planet. It's a story about wonder, about science, and about what it really takes to leave our world behind. So let's jump right in.
So let me ask you something. When was the last time you really, truly went outside on a clear night and just looked up? I mean, you see the moon, right? And just thousands of tiny little points of light scattered all over the place. But have you ever stopped to wonder what those lights actually are?
Well, for the most part, you're looking at stars and planets. And there's actually a really simple trick to tell them apart. See, stars twinkle. Planets, on the other hand, have this steady, unwavering glow. And the reason why is pretty cool. Stars are self-illuminated. They're like these giant cosmic light bulbs, making their own light. Planets, they're just reflecting light from a star, kind of like our moon does.
And the most important star to us, by far, is the one we see every single day, our sun. Yep, that's right, our sun is a star. It's just so incredibly close and so brilliant that its light completely washes out all the other stars during the daytime.
Speaking of the sun, that brings us right to our home address in the universe, the solar system. This is basically the family of planets and other celestial bodies, including our own Earth, that are all gravitationally bound to the sun. So let's go ahead and meet the family.
So here they are, the 8 big players, from Mercury closest to the sun all the way out to Neptune. And there we are, our beautiful blue home, Earth, the third planet from the sun, constantly making that year-long journey around it. But you know, the planets aren't the only ones in this family.
We've also got satellites. Now, these are bodies that revolve around a planet, not directly around the sun. Our own moon is, of course, the most famous example. It's Earth's one and only natural satellite. But get this, some other planets have dozens and dozens of moons.
Then you've got the smaller cousins of the family, the dwarf planets. They also orbit the sun on their own path, but they're just, well, a lot smaller. And the most famous one, the one we all know and love, is of course Pluto.
And finally, you have the asteroids. We're talking countless smaller rocky objects that are also orbiting the sun. Most of them tend to hang out together in this huge ring called the asteroid belt, which is tucked right between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter.
Okay, so picture this. You've got planets, moons, asteroids. All of them are just hurtling through space at incredible speeds. It kind of makes you wonder, right? With all this stuff moving around, what keeps it all together? What stops the planets from just flying off into the darkness of deep space?
The answer is a single, totally invisible force: gravity. It's this fundamental rule of the universe that says every single object is gently pulling on every other object. And the bigger something is, the stronger its pull.
And that's exactly how orbits work. Think of it like a giant cosmic tug-of-war. The sun, because it's so massive, has this huge gravitational pull that's constantly trying to suck the planets in. At the exact same time, the planet's own forward momentum is trying to make it fly away in a straight line. When those two forces are perfectly balanced, boom, you get a stable orbit.
And you know, this isn't some abstract thing that only happens light years away. It's the exact same force that keeps our feet on the ground. It's what makes a leaf fall from a tree or the rain fall from the sky. It's literally the invisible glue that holds our whole world and the universe together.
Okay, so that leads to a pretty big question. If gravity is this super powerful force that's always pulling everything down, how in the world do we ever manage to leave? How do we make that incredible leap into space?
Well, we have to fight back with something even more powerful. And to do that, we need a very special kind of technology, designed for one reason and one reason only: to beat gravity. We call it space launch technology.
You know, the basic idea is actually something you might be familiar with. Think of a Diwali rocket. It uses just a little bit of fuel to get a quick burst of energy and shoot upwards. Okay, now, imagine that but on a completely massive scale. A space rocket burns a mind-boggling amount of fuel to generate enough raw power to lift a spacecraft weighing thousands of tons straight up and out of Earth's gravitational grip.
So why do we go to all that trouble? Because that technology has totally transformed life down here on Earth. We launch these artificial satellites that give us everything from accurate weather forecasts and instant communication across the globe to the maps on our phones. They monitor our environment and even help us find water and minerals deep underground.
And you know, when you talk about space technology today, you absolutely have to talk about India. It's become a huge player on the world stage, and its space mission has pulled off some truly incredible achievements. Let's take a look.
India's journey to the stars is just filled with these amazing moments. You have 1984, when Rakesh Sharma became the very first Indian citizen in space. Then, in 2008, ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization, launched its first mission to the moon, Chandrayaan-1. And then came 2014, with the groundbreaking Mangalyaan mission to Mars.
Now, what was so incredible about Mangalyaan? Well, with that mission, India became the first nation in the entire world to successfully get to Mars orbit on its very first try. I mean, that is a stunning achievement that made the whole world sit up and take notice.
And you can't talk about India in space without this moment. During his mission, Rakesh Sharma was asked what India looked like from up there. His answer just sent this wave of pride across the whole country. He said, "Sare jahan se acha, Hindustan hamara." Better than the entire world is our India. Just a beautiful, powerful moment.
You know, all of this exploration, every mission we've sent to the moon, to Mars, and even further out, has led us to one really profound conclusion. For all of our searching, for all the worlds we've looked at, we still haven't found a single other planet that has life.
And that just brings it all back home, doesn't it? All of that looking out into the vastness of space gives us this one powerful, simple reminder. Our Earth is so incredibly precious. It's this unique, invaluable gem, and it's the only home we've got.
So, from just looking up at the sky to actually landing on other worlds, humanity's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. And it just leaves us with this one final, exciting question to think about. What's next? What will be the next great space mission? Because the journey is far from over.